We're at a raucous, I think we're going to say raucous, Drake Stadium. Paul Yeager and Dave Marcoulier. Dave's cheering. He likes this music. Brian Morris, I know he likes this music. We'll check in with him. It's back here at Drake Stadium, 3rd and 12 from the 17. And all that time you thought I could have gotten my notes together, but I couldn't. 3rd and 12 from the 17 as we begin quarter number 2. Ankeny has the football. Lanny's going to throw it. It's going to be over the head of his intended receiver, Marshall Clark. Let's go down to Brian Morris.
You know, guys, again, this Dowling sideline, this is the most hyped up I've seen all year. The defense is playing really well. When the offense came off the field after that touchdown, the defense was the first congratulating. And now they've held on 3rd down, and it looks like Ankeny is going to try the field goal.
Well, they have a good kicker that can do that. That's Cole Natton. 26 of 27 for point after attempts. He's 3 of 6 field goals. His longest is 38 yards. This one is spotted at the 29, or the 24 would be a 34-yard field goal. Netton's kick is up, very much long enough, and it is good. So Ankeny scores, makes it 7-3 when we come back here on the official radio station of Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150 KWKY. Cole Netton kicks it almost all the way back to Ankeny on that kick. The Iowa State commit kicks it well. Let's kick it down to Brian Morris on our sideline.
You know, guys, if Dowling comes out here, they've run John Wisniewski, fullback, moving to tight end. Ryan Boy comes out. He either hands off or passes the ball. Dan Hartley standing well in the pocket. Like you said earlier, Paul, they have come out. I'm not sure. They bring in about 3 or 4 guys every play new, which has to be confusing this Ankeny defense. And I can't believe Coach Wilson won't continue to do that on this drive.
It's Brian Morris down on their sideline. We'll continue to monitor. Right now, it's Dan Hartlib under center. He's going to give it to Ben Goley around the left side. Goley is going to be hit behind the line by Cole Myers. And I'll tell you what, those Myers twins are everywhere, Dave.
Yeah, they do a great job coming up from the outside. It is tough to get outside on this Ankeny team with those 2 cornerbacks. Dowling Catholic double tight that time, just run formation, zone blocking, trying to get outside, and Myers came up and said, no, you aren't.
Boyle comes in to be quarterback now. Southeast Polk leads Urbandale early, 7-0. Waukee and Marshalltown tied at 7. We'll check other scores after the play. Boyle is in the shotgun. He's got Goley next to him. Long snap count, fake to Goley, and Boyle is going to run the football. Puts it down and runs. Picks up about 7-8 yards on that play as a tackle made by Andrew Carlson. So Boyle is going to run the football. Not necessarily throw it, but he's going to be there to run the football.
Yeah, so far, I don't think he's handed the ball off all night. He's been in there, I believe, 5 plays, and he's run the ball all 5. He's staying in for his 6th play. He rolled the fullback last time. Not a good mesh with him. And then he kept it and went up the center. So we'll see what happens here on 3rd and 1. Big play.
Dowling leads 7-3. 3rd and 1 from the 29. Boyle's going to have to call a timeout. Clock was getting down there, and they'll keep it. We'll keep it here as well.
Yeah, I tell you what happened on that one. Boyle was confused, 3rd and 1, whether he was to go from the shotgun or under center. They wanted him under center, but he was in the shotgun position, which caused some confusion, so Coach Wilson did the right thing and just got a timeout.
Dowling Catholic High School football on 1150 KWKY, streaming on KWKY.com and webcasting at dowlingcatholic.org is brought to you in part by Bozen the Florist, Mama Lacona's Restaurant, and Capital Sanitary. Brian Morris is down on our sideline. Let's check in with him. Brian?
You know, guys, one thing we haven't talked about tonight is Ankeny is in their white uniforms, and when Ankeny wears those maroon jerseys and they run this offense, it's a little harder to pick up the ball. Tonight, I'm actually picking up the ball where it is. I know I've sat on the sidelines at Ankeny and do not know where that ball is, so Dowling has a little advantage tonight of being Ankeny in those white jerseys.
Brian Morris with his jersey analysis segment brought to you by...
I wonder if he just made all that up. You think?
We don't know, but he'll never tell us. Shotgun formation, goes to the snap, and it's caught and taken by Ben Goley, and he is on his feet. It's a foot race to the end zone. 40, 30, 20 down the left sideline, knocked out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And no flags again.
A 3rd and 1 turns into a pickup of almost 50 yards down to the Ankeny 16-yard line.
And a nice exchange between Boyle and his running back there. Beautiful exchange, and I don't know if he is reading that or not, but he gave the ball. It looked like he wanted to pull it. Nevertheless, what a great run.
Wow, great run by Ben Goley.
Ben showed some speed on that play, too.
He goes from his own 21 to the Ankeny 16. Good run for him, and the Maroons are in business, leading 7-3, 10-10 to play. I formation, Hartlib back under quarterback. Snap count, they're going to fake it to Goley. Hartlib's looking to throw the football. Flush, now he's running. Hartlib's still on his feet. He's just going to have to tuck it and run it. Hartlib steps out of bounds at the 10-yard line. That's still a pickup of 6 yards.
Nice play by Dan, trying to find the open man, buying some time, not throwing it, not forcing anything, ran the ball out of bounds. Nice pickup. So far, it's been the night of the big play, Paul.
And, and that's something, these two teams grind it out, but Dowling's been known more for big plays as of in recent times.
And that's what they're definitely showing tonight. We've had a lot of big plays so far tonight for Dowling Catholic.
Flood is to the right side of the tight formation. In motion goes Matthew Hawk. He gets it on the jet. Hawk chains his course, cuts it up to the 10. The 5 puts his head down. It's close to the 1-foot line where he'll be out of bounds. It'll be first down and goal. Myers sent him out of bounds, as did Jordan Bauer. Let's go down to Brian Morris. That's right in front of him.
Yeah, it really was. It was close to being in. The ref, I think, got him down with the knee right about the 6-foot line, or excuse me, about the 6-inch line. But there were some people clamoring down here that he was in the end zone.
Boy, I tell you, you can thank Jimmy Barsetti too, number 75, the right tackle for Dowling Catholic, for that run, because he got an excellent block on the outside, allowing the running back to cut it off his backside for a big pickup.
Danny Hartlib, the quarterback keeper, goes up over the pile and good. Touchdown, Dowling Catholic, and they've opened up a 13-3 lead on the 4th-ranked team in the state of Iowa.
I tell you, this Dowling Catholic is a different-looking team tonight. And you know what? You got to credit the coaches. What an outstanding job they've done getting these kids ready for this team when they could have started really hanging their heads, losing Darboux. So far, they have really played an excellent game. This is probably the best I've seen Dowling Catholic play all year.
The extra point from Mason is up and good. Dowling leads 14-3. We'll take a break on the official radio station of Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150 KWKY. Dan Hartlib, the quarterback keeper, from 1 yard out. And just like that, it's a 14-3 Dowling lead with 9:51. Avery Mason puts a leg into it. Clark takes it at the 17, to the 15, to the 20, 25. One man to beat to the 30, 35. Here catches up the rest of the crowd, and he gets all the way down to the 42-yard line. Great return by Marshall Clark. Brian Morris on our sideline.
You know, guys, right now there's getting to be a little bit of chippiness, as I like to call it, on the sideline. All these plays, there's a little bit of extracurricular going on about every play between some linemen or between some D-backs and some wide receivers. So I think the emotions of this game have come into play big time for both schools.
These two schools love each other, don't they, Dave?
Yeah. I tell you, that was a heck of a run by Marshall Clark, return, and that young man is just a sophomore, so we're going to be calling his name a lot here in the future.
Clark, Bunting, and Cole Myers come to the left side of your screen and on your radio. It's a fake to Egley. Lanning keeps it, goes up the middle. Lanning tries to follow his blockers up to the 45 before Clemon and Sam Harold make the tackle there for the Maroons.
A little inside trap play for Ankeny. Left guard pulls, quarterback goes off his block. Trap man, guard block, or the guard was trying to block the down tackle for Dowling Catholic. Was able to get his block and allow the Lanning to pick up a couple yards.
Ryan Wendt is to the left of Joel Lanning in the shotgun formation. It's going to be a passing situation. Quick throw, caught at the 50 by Cole Myers. And Myers gets into Dowling territory. Mackey and also Sherinian make the tackle, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Quick little out by Myers on that play. Mackey did a nice job coming up. Myers was just trying to get enough to get the first down, which he did. 1st and 10, Ankeny.
1st and 10 up to the 46-yard line, so the play goes 10 yards. Goes 8 yards. But the ball is back in Dowling territory on the 47-yard line. So actually make that a pickup of 7 last time. It's going to be a handoff to Egley. Egley's going to bounce left. Pinball Wisniewski makes a tackle, and also in there is, yeah, that's what I thought. That is Nick Navin. Haven't seen Navin much the last couple of weeks with that broken hand, but he's in there and makes the tackle.
Right tackle pulling that time, trying to get his block. And he was unable to execute that, thus 2nd and 5 for Dowling.
At the 42-yard line, Lanning takes a whisper from Begg. Shotgun formation. In motion goes Egley. Bobbled snap. Going to be kept by Lanning up the middle. Lanning's going to be hit and driven backwards, and I don't think he got enough for a first. Late penalty flag comes in.
Well, I think that's going to be what Brian talked about. It's going to probably be either a late hit or face mask on Dowling Catholic.
And they're going to sort it out a little bit. 14-3, Dowling leads. 2 touchdowns. It's going to be unsportsmanlike on Dowling Catholic, unsportsmanlike conduct, so that'll move it first. Coach Jerry Pizzetti trying to get the explanation. The Ankeny coach, he's standing at the Dowling 40, so this will move the football all the way to the 24-yard line of Dowling Catholic.
And that is not a good penalty on the Maroons and something they did not need at this point. They're playing so well so far. They don't want to get a penalty like that.
And that's 3 big penalties that have all cost them significant yards.
Absolutely.
I believe
2
that's
on offense and 1 on the defense.
1st and 10 from the 24. So Lanning has it. 7:43. Clock moving. Lanning looks to throw the football and does, and it's almost picked off. Gelati had a hand on Clark. And Heckman was back there, or was it Sherinian? Was it Sherinian?
Sherinian was on that play.
And Heckman was over top on that, so they're going to key on Clark.
Yep, Sherinian made a heck of a job there. It was just a quick little out. You know, while we have a second, we got to thank Bev Whipple again for the treats. She's been cooking all day, did a great job, and we aren't going to share them with the producer, Mike Peters. He's looking for them, and I hit him under the table, and he'll never know.
Mike, he doesn't even tell me where they're at. until the end of the game, until Dave is done. So, Bev, as always, thank you so very much. Her Maroons trying to stop the Hawks. Egley is going to dance to the right and meet a block of Dowling defenders. Matthew Farmonic is in the middle of that pack. So is Sam Harold.
Nice swarm tackling by Dowling defense that time. Did a great job.
Dowling Catholic High School football on 1150 KWKY, streaming on KWKY.com and webcasting at dowlingcatholic.org, is brought to you in part by St. Gregory Retreat Center, the Dana Company, and Principal Financial Group. 3rd and 10 from the 24. The Hawks have struggled, but they've made big plays on 3rd down. They look to make another big one. They're going to go down, and it's going to be caught at the 20, but is well short of the first down, caught by Cole Myers.
Not
That's
much
barely
of a gain.
back to the line
Yeah.
of scrimmage. I don't know what Lanning's doing on that.
Yeah, it was such a long pass to the sideline, too. He was, they sure weren't moving the ball forward, that's for sure.
So it'll be 4th and 10 from, they're going to give him a gain of 3, maybe 4. The ball goes up to the 21.
Field goal.
So another Cole Netton attempt. They'll put the spot at the 28-yard line, so it'll be a 38-yard field goal attempt. Netton was good from about 60 on the last kick. The hold, the kick is up, and the kick is, again, high, up, and over, and good. 14-6, the Hawks have 2 field goals. Dowling leads. We'll come back on the official radio station of Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150 KWKY. Cole Netton, I don't think the field goal has come down yet. He boomed it so far. He makes his Ankeny Hawks cut into this Dowling lead 14-6, and Netton gets another leg into it, and Brandon Ogden has no chance, doesn't even bother to look back, and it finally bounces 9 yards deep in the end zone. He's not 9 yards deep in the end zone. He's on the sideline. He's Brian Morris. Hello, Shecky.
Hey, guys, the defense has really stepped up their game tonight. I think they're staying in their lanes. They're tackling kids who don't have the ball. And one of the things, as a defensive player, if Lanning is going to carry those fakes out so well, you're going to hit him every time. And I've noticed every time he comes through that line, somebody is putting a little shot on him, which will maybe deter him later in the game.
You got to think about those hits each and every time. Brian Morris on our sideline tonight. In at quarterback is Dan Hartlib. He's going to fake to goalie, going to run it. Now throw it. Caught by Wisniewski and drilled. Wow! John took a hit by Corey Myers at the 31, and John's a little slow to get up.
Yeah, my guess is it knocked the wind out of him because he took a shot in the ribs. But, boy, he held on to the ball.
Whew.
Nice play by Dan Hartlib and John Wisniewski.
Going to be a gain of 13 on the play, up to the Dowling 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Maroons. They lead 14-6. A couple of big plays to put the Maroons into the end zone tonight. Hartlib goes under center. Flood and goalie back there. Quick 3-step drop throw. Caught by Brandon Ogden on the far sideline. Knocked out at the 43-yard line. Pickup of 5 on the play. 6:18 to play here in the second quarter. Now, Dave, we've said that this is a different Dowling team. They're playing different tonight. Why?
Well, they're playing with emotions right now. First of all, the coaches came in and made some nice changes during the week with what they're doing with personnel and the schemes, and they're just doing a nice job executing, and they got on the board early, which gave them some momentum, and they're just feeding off that.
Hartlib's going to run it and go off the left sideline, so he's going to show that he's not just in there to pass the football. So I would imagine that's part of the offense, Dave. They're not just going to Hartlib to pass it. He's going to have to tuck it and run it to keep himself in the game.
Right, we're seeing a lot of different things, and one thing I'm seeing right now that I don't like is Ben Goley is coming out with a bum. It looks like a right knee or ankle, but he's coming out with a limp, and that is not good to see.
Alex Heckman is the backup on that. So Alex Heckman comes in, 15 on the play clock. Maroons are going to have to take a timeout. We will as well. Take a break here on the official radio station of Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150 KWKY.
No, it doesn't.
Old habits die hard, don't they?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Are we on the air?
No.
I think Boyle, he's down here. They're looking at him. He may have got his bell rung.
No, he's still sitting there. Okay, thanks. Dan Hartlib, three-step drop, throws, penalty flag, caught by Ogden, then dropped. Penalty on that play, even really kind of before they get going. Back here at Drake Stadium, Paul Yeager and Dave Marcoulier, 14-6, Dowling leads. Ryan Boyle was in this game earlier, Dave, and right now he's sitting with his helmet off on a bench at about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, I believe he has a knee injury that happened on the last run that he had the ball. And not sure if he's going back in or not. Right now he's just sitting with the trainer, Del Lark, on the bench, so we'll see.
So it'll be a penalty against the Maroons. It's going to be holding. Coach's biggest frustration, isn't it?
Yeah, brings up 4th down.
Now you're going to have to punt the football, at least bring in your punt team, because it'll make it 3rd and 10. Actually, they're going to decline that play, so it'll be 4th down, 4th and 5. We'll check scores here in a moment. So it was an incomplete pass. Hawk stands back at his 25. This is the first time the Maroons have had to punt the football tonight. Myers is back deep for Ankeny. He stands at his 24. Hawk tucks it and thinks about running it, but then gets a high kick out of bounds.
Not a good kick.
Not a good kick. Went out of bounds somewhere at midfield. They're going to say it's even on the Dowling 45, so that'd be a kick of about 6 yards. Okay, no, they're going to say it's on the 45 the other side, so give him 10 on that play. Let's go down Brian Morris and check in. Brian.
You know, guys, Ryan Boyle is sitting down here with Del Lark, and in years past when you see somebody sitting with Del, it's usually if they got their head hit a little bit, and on that last play with that linebacker, he may have had a good collision because Dale's keeping a close eye on him, asking him a bunch of questions.
That's the concussion questions. Not saying that's what it is, but it's usually when you're asking Lyle's question. Egley's going to get the football. It's going to be reversed to Clark. Snuffed out, almost tackled by Shreden. It's a reverse pass, and it's caught by Cole Myers at the 25-yard line. Here comes the trickery from Ankeny's bag, and it's going to be caught by Ian Begg. Clark took the handoff, gave it to Myers. Myers threw the football down the field, caught by Ian Begg. First down for the Ankeny Hawks all the way down to the 21-yard line.
And a nicely executed play by Ankeny that time. They did a nice job, first of all, selling the reverse, and then he did a nice job selling the fake run and pulled up and passed it. Alex Heckman really didn't do that bad a job for all that happening. He was receiver was open, but Heckman made a nice tackle as soon as it was caught.
Pick up a 24. Lanning looks to the left, throws it. Oh, hit and pop. Did I say pop? Holy cow. Ryan Wendt took a shot.
I tell you, that's tough when you go a straight seam route and you come up and make a shot like that.
I don't know who made that. Brian, did you see who made that?
I believe it was Alex Williamson.
No, it was Alex Heckman.
Alex Heckman delivered that shot.
Yeah.
Wow. That knocked his helmet clean off, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Wow. 2nd and 10 from the 21. Ankeny, who knows what they're going to do this time. They're going to double reverse, but instead turn around and keep it to Lanning. And Lanning's going to run the ball forward for a couple of yards, up to about the 19.
I tell you, those that are watching on the web, you want to run that play back because I'm going to watch that again tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what happened on that. Holy cow, the backfield action from Ankeny was really well executed. And from my angle, very deceptive on who had the ball on that play. Nice coverage by Dowling Catholic.
Dowling faithful coming to their feet, making some noise here at Drake Stadium. Joel Lanning, shotgun formation, is going to roll out to throw the football. He's getting some pressure. He gets rid of it and throws it. It's going to be incomplete. Tim Mackey on coverage. Intended receiver was Marshall Clark. Got to give Tim Mackey credit. He has been everywhere Marshall Clark has been today.
Yeah, Lanning was going to go to Clark all the way. Clark split out. He had one-on-one coverage with Mackey. He did a little out pattern, enough to pick up the first down, but Mackey did a great job staying on the coverage and batting the ball down, bringing up a 4th down, another field goal attempt for the soon-to-be Iowa State kicker.
Cole Netton.
Iowa State's going to be taken care of for the next 4 years with kicking.
Cole Netton's kick is almost blocked coming through there, but instead it goes up and through. Great booming kick by Cole Netton. It's now 14-9. We'll take a break. Dowling leads here on the official radio station of Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150 KWKY. Three field goals by Cole Netton have given the Ankeny Hawks 9 points. Shorter kick this time by Netton is going to be taken by Ogden, and he wasn't even expecting it at the 5. Good coverage by Ankeny. Ogden still on his feet. The 15 up to about the 24-yard line before his tackle is made by Nicholas McIntosh. Let's go down to Brian Morris. Brian?
You got on the defensive stand, the defensive coaches are getting pretty amped up as well. Adam Jack, the new assistant this year from Valley, he was just jumping up and down, high-fiving the players that they came off, because holding Ankeny to 3 field goals on those drives, the defense is bent a little bit, but they haven't broken. I think Dowling will take just 9 points out of this high explosive Ankeny offense in the first half.
Those scoring drives have started on the Ankeny 41, on the Ankeny 42, and the Ankeny 45. So not a lot to go to only get 9 points. That's got to be frustrating for Ankeny, Dave.
Yes, absolutely. Dowling defense has done a great job tonight.
Dowling comes back with the Dan Hartlib formation, and it's going to be a handoff to Goalie. Goalie still on his feet across the 30 up to the 32-yard line. So Ben Goalie gets almost 6 yards, and that's the Ben Goalie of old.
And that was the tailback counter with Jacob Curvin and TJ Palmy pulling from the left side, both getting very nice blocks. And Goalie did a very nice job reading those 2 blocks and picking up a big 8 yards on that play.
We will check CIML scores after this play. 14-9 is our score here. Hartlib in, sends Wisniewski to the right side. The lone setback is goalie who gets the football. Goalie chop steps left and then gets his way up to the first down. Maroons will have it there. Urbandale and Southeast Polk tied at 7. Johnston putting on a clinic, hosting Sioux City West 35-0. Valley 14, Ames 0. Des Moines Lincoln 35, Des Moines North 0. East leads Ottumwa 10-0. Roosevelt over Hoover 13-0. Marshalltown and Waukee, good football game. Marshalltown 14, Waukee 7, Sioux City East 14, Lincoln of Council Bluffs 0. Here our score 14-9.
Yeah, nice to see John Wisniewski back in there after coming out from taking a big hit.
Penalty.
Encroachment on Ankeny, that's going to be 5 yards for Dowling Catholic, and they'll take it.
So it was a handoff to goalie the play before on second and 2. Put the ball up to the 39. So it was a pickup of 8 on that play, and now tack on that penalty. We'll move it up to the 44-yard line. Dowling will have it 1st and 5. So the playbook is wide open on this one, but it looks like the Maroons are going to stick with the called play I formation. Hartlip gives it. Thought about taking it back from goalie.
Well, Ash coming in from his linebacking position, making a nice tackle. He's a tough kid to block. I've been watching him. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he's their defensive captain, and he's a good one.
Gain of 1 for goalie.
Ankeny's been bringing the linebackers quite a bit tonight, and Ash was able to get through and make the tackle on that.
Matthew Hawk comes to the right side of the radio. Wisniewski goes from tight now to the right side up on the line of scrimmage. Long snap count. Hartlip gives it to goalie. Goalie's going to go to the right side, try to cut back across midfield and get into Ankeny territory, and enough for a first down before his tackle is made. Myers and also Ryan Woods is there.
Double tight formation. Goalie didn't see anything inside, so he popped it outside. Picked up a big first down, and I tell you that Myers coming up again from his free safety position, and I am really impressed with this Ankeny secondary. They come up and put shots on you, and I tell you what, they're a good secondary.
And one of the Myers was hurt last year. Didn't play in the regular season game. Did come back for basketball. They're both basketball recruits, going to go to Truman State. But boy, they can play football too. 1st and 10 from the 49. It's the give to goalie. Penalty flag comes in from the area that would be holding.
Yeah, that's going to be on holding on Dowling Catholic. That just wasn't a pretty play. A little mix up in the backfield, holding on the line, and not good for Dowling on that one.
Dowling Catholic High School football on 1150 KWKY, streaming on KWKY.com and webcasting at DowlingCatholic.org is brought to you in part by Triplet Companies, Quality Pest Control, and Mike McCree. Holding is the call against the Maroons. Goes back to their side of the field to the 42-yard line. 2:10 remain before halftime. 14-9 is our score. Dowling leads, and tell us about our halftime guess after this play, Dave.
Okay.
1st and 19 at the 42. Dowling, so they go backwards on the play. Hartlip throws it to Ogden, caught at the 40. Ogden puts a move down. Myers comes up, and so does Studer. And Timothy Ash helping get credit for that.
Ankeny did a nice job flying to the ball. Our halftime guest is one of our Hall of Fame inductees, Frank Lavia. I believe Frank was the class of 1966. 66 or 65, and he's going to be real interesting to listen to. Talk about the old Dowling right around the time when Coach Jim Williams came upon the scene of Dowling.
Little history lesson will be coming your way. Brian Morris will catch up with Coach Wilson. 1:26 to play before half. Hartlip runs. He's kind of flushed. He's going to tuck it across the midfield to the 50 to the 45. Ball comes out. Ankeny's got a fall on it, but the Maroons, good scrum there. Hartlip was got a little sloppy with the football. Didn't quite have it tucked, and I think Dowling may have gotten it, and they do, and it's going to be short of the first down. Credit Matthew Hawk, and also
Hawk came up
Damon Merle also come in and help protect the football.
Yeah, Hawk came up with the fumble there. It looked like Dan was a little unsure whether to keep going or to go down, and he lost the ball, but Andrew Hawk did a nice job coming back and falling on it. Brings up 3rd and 4 for Dowling Catholic.
Maroons have it, I formation. Hartlib's going to give the play flake, going to throw down to Hawk, who's open across the middle. Hawk earned it out of his hands, incomplete. Oh, it was there.
Oh, beautiful pass by Dan Hartley. Stepping up, avoiding trouble. Nice job by the offensive line. I tell you what, Andrew Hawk would like to have that one back because he was racing down the sideline. Probably could have been a touchdown, Paul.
Brian Morris, it looked pretty good from up here.
It did. The defensive back for Ankeny, I don't think he touched the ball, but I think he may have got a hand maybe in the vision, just enough to have Matthew Hawk not be able to focus in that ball into his hands, but it was probably 6 if he caught that ball.
Hawk has it. He's going to try to punt the football. He's in that formation. The play clock hasn't even moved yet, at least the stadium, but it's kept on the field. Hawk thinks about running it, but then gets a better kick this time, high over-end kick. Bounces, takes a Dowling roll inside the 10 to the 5, out of bounds at the 3-yard line into that coffin corner. Great kick, Matthew Hawk. Good redemption there.
Very nice kick. And I tell you, I was watching to see if he'd run the ball. He could have probably had the corner. We had a nice block on the outside by Alex Heckman. But Hawk chose to kick the ball. And with 19 seconds left in the half, Ankeny's got the work cut out for him.
And I was just thinking about Hawk. What type of emotion do you have? You just drop 6, and then you got to turn around and punt the football away. It's always tough when you're playing multi-positions. Ankeny, inside their own 3, that's the only bad part about that punt, is it kind of wastes the coffin corner kick. 19 seconds. Lanning's just going to put his head down and try to get positive yard, and he's going to be tackled up near the 10. On a quarterback sneak that went a long way. Michael Sherinian makes the tackle, and that's probably going to be the last play of the half. Ankeny's starting to make their way off the field. So Brian Morris is going to chase down head coach Tom Wilson, and it's a good first half by the Maroons. Brian Morris is now with our head coach of Dowling Catholic, Tom Wilson.
Coach, you came out a lot of energy of this team. I think the most energy you guys came out with all year.
The kids are backed against the wall a little bit, and they came out fighting, and we've had a pretty decent half. Stalled a couple times, too many penalties, but we'll see what we can do in the second half.
Defensively, they had good field position 3 times, but you held them to 3 field goals. You got to be proud of that defense so far.
They've done a good job. It's going to be a full-time job keeping Lanning down many more times, but hopefully we can.
Offensively, we saw a lot of different formations, a lot of different things to keep Ankeny off balance. 2 big plays really to put the Maroons 14-9.
Yeah, and kids executed. Like I said, I think there's a couple more out there, and we'll see if we can't find a few more points here in the second half.
All right, good luck, Coach.
It's Brian Morris with head coach Tom Wilson. Dowling leads 14-9. Our halftime show will begin right after this, and we'll talk to a Hall of Fame inductee. Should have some interesting stories, some of the history of Dowling Catholic when we come back. The halftime show begins now on the official radio station of Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150 KWKY.